Good afternoon, friends. This is Jacqueline R. Banks, also known as No Nonsense 1 2017. Well, today is exactly 1 month until we have Election Day, which promises to be probably the most contentious election in decades. I've never seen anything like this, but none of us have lived through COVID and all the violence in the streets that hadn't been seen since maybe the 1960s. And we're living through what is really, I would call, a debacle. And speaking of debacles, thinking of the debates, the debates between Trump and Biden the other week, that was a type of debacle, if you ask me. But nevertheless, we still have a country that needs to be governed, and we are still a Republican democracy. This is still a country that is governed by the people and for the people. And while there may be special interest groups who would want to take that away and turn this into a socialist hellhole, well, under this president, it will not happen. We will still have a country governed by the people and for the people, no matter how much political correctness is running rampant in the land. I'm thinking back of the first Constitutional Convention in 1787, when a lady asked Dr. Ben Franklin, "Well, doctor, what do we have, a republic or a monarchy?" To which Dr. Franklin replied, "A republic if you can keep it." Well, today we have a country that is divided into left and right, conservative versus liberal. And when I think of liberalism, back in John F. Kennedy's days, I saw where liberalism supported, and I have a list here, civil rights, labor rights, federal aid to education, public housing, foreign aid, minimum wage, extended unemployment insurance, Social Security expansion. Today, liberalism is defined by shut up, you're politically incorrect, you can't speak, and it's okay to burn down stores and businesses and boo people off stage. This is what the far left has turned liberalism into. Think of Antifa. Never thought that anti-fascists would be running things. Think of when they prevented a conservative, Milo Yiannopoulos, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, from speaking at the University of California, Berkeley. Smashed campus windows. They will create violence to get their point across. And this is supposed to be the country where you have freedom of speech, where we, the people of the United States, in order to have a more perfect union, establish justice. And I'll stop at ensure domestic tranquility. Right now, tranquility is missing from the land. The president is demonized as some hateful, xenophobic, homophobic, every kind of phobic, as not fit to be president. But I had to look up his 4 executive orders for someone who's not presidential. I'm just in no particular order going over this. There's unemployment benefits, which were provided under one of his first executive order, $400 a week, with states providing 25% of the funds. And the CARES Act adds an additional $600 a week. He signed in the CARES Act. Second, there was an evictions moratorium where the president asked HUD to identify any available funds to provide temporary financial assistance to renters and homeowners struggling to pay their rent or mortgage. And all federally financed single-family and multifamily dwellings are covered. Third, payroll taxes, postponement of the collected taxes until the end of the year. The due date was deferred from September 30th to the end of the year. And this deferment is for employees making under $100,000 a year. That's millions and millions of people. The fourth one is student loans, the loan payments and their accruing interest is on hold until the end of the year, and it was originally September 30th. Now, we look at the CARES Act, which was passed with overwhelming bipartisan support. This does not sound like something being passed by a president who doesn't care. He signed into the $2 trillion economic relief package. Okay? People are still struggling. I get that. But the president, who is so demonized by the media left, passed those 4 executive orders. Again, this is not something that would be passed by someone who doesn't care about the people. If you have been positively influenced by any of these 4 executive orders, kindly let me know. Have a great day. Don't let anything upset you. Bye.